Can kosher food traditions vary between different Jewish communities? Have you ever wondered how kosher food traditions might differ across various Jewish communities? It is a fascinating topic that reveals the rich diversity within Jewish culture. Yes, kosher food traditions do vary between different Jewish communities. These variations reflected unique cultural backgrounds, interpretations of Jewish dietary laws, and local customs. Let's start with the basic principles of Kashrut, which define what foods are considered kosher or permitted. Key rules include prohibitions on eating certain animals, such as pork and shellfish. There is also a requirement for ritual slaughter of permitted animals, known as shechita, and a strict separation of meat and dairy products. Now let's look at the variations among communities. Ashkenazi Jews, who originate from Central and Eastern Europe, have their own distinct kosher customs. They enjoy traditional dishes like gefilte fish, knishes, matzah ball soup, and kreplach. During Passover, Ashkenazi Jews refrain from eating kitniyot, which includes legumes, rice, and corn. On the other hand, Sephardi Jews, who hail from Spain, Portugal, North Africa, and the Middle East, have culinary traditions influenced by the local cuisines of their regions. Their kosher practices often include the use of olive oil instead of animal fat. They also include rice and legumes during Passover, which Ashkenazi Jews typically avoid. Sephardic kosher traditions often emphasize fresh salads, stuffed vegetables, and lamb or ground beef dishes. Another significant difference is in how Passover is observed. Sephardic Jews generally permit rice and legumes during this holiday, while Ashkenazi Jews consider these foods forbidden. This distinction can lead to very different Passover meals. It is also worth noting that some Jewish communities identify with kosher style. This means they avoid obviously non-kosher foods like pork and shellfish and do not mix meat and dairy, but they may not strictly follow all kashrut laws, such as the requirement for kosher slaughter. This practice can vary widely and is often influenced by cultural assimilation. When preparing kosher food or dining in diverse Jewish communities, it is essential to recognize these variations. For example, a Sephardic Passover meal may include rice dishes, while an Ashkenazi meal would not. Certification and supervision standards may differ slightly depending on community customs, but all adhere to the core principles of Kashrut. Understanding these community-specific kosher customs can enhance respect and accommodation in shared cultural and religious settings. While the fundamental laws of Kashrut remain consistent, the application and culinary traditions vary among Jewish communities, shaped by historical, geographical, and cultural factors. These differences add to the richness of kosher food traditions around the world.